We never escape these things.
Yeah.
We never do. But
sometimes they're good. And sometimes they're like this.
Yeah. Sometimes you get purple hair. Sometimes you get green skin. I mean, what are you going to do? Wow. But this is a segment we are calling Stirring the Pot because this is just the age we live in. We stir the pot sometimes when it comes to sports. Hot takes are a thing. So to be clear, these are not my statements. This is just a pot I was given. I will pull a topic out of said pot.
You were given this pot.
I was given this pot. Yes. It's the size of me, but that's okay. Yeah. I will pull the topic out. You guys will give me your thoughts, okay? All right.
What do you
Here is your first hot take from Stirring the Pot.
All right.
The Islanders should have stuck with Ilya Sorokin. Is your statement?
Oh, yeah. Listen, I think I said it earlier. I think they should have started game 2. I mean, you win game 1, Mike. I never love breaking up a winning lineup, especially in the playoffs. The kid played really good. If it wasn't for him in the first 2 periods, the Islanders are probably down 4 or 5-1 going into the third, and they never come back. The other goaltender, Varlamov, is hurt. Why not give him an extra couple of days and stay with Sorokin? So for me, I'll stir that pot. I'll say, yeah, they should have, Mike.
I'm with you, and I think in hindsight, you're absolutely right. How could you say anything other than that? But I think if you go back, Varley's been the guy. Varley, we know the level he can play at. I get why they did it. It turned out to be the wrong decision. I would have done the same thing. And I would have been wrong.
And you would have been wrong. Well, listen, you're right. And it's always in retrospect with these things. You never know. But I'll tell you what. I think the turning point in that series was that bad goal he gave up to Rust, because that gave the Penguins some life in that game. Mm-hmm. And now I think they have a lot more belief there. But we'll see.
I'm of the belief win and you're in, for what it's worth.
Okay.
So that tells you my answer. All right, topic number 2.
What do you got?
Nick Foligno did not need to fight Corey Perry after the Tavares injury.
All right. Mike, you want to take a stir on that one or what?
Yeah, I don't think he did need to fight him. It's a situation where, again, it's up to the players. So I'm not saying he shouldn't have or anything like that. It's up to the players on the ice to decide. It's certainly not up to me. I don't think he had to fight him. It was an accidental play. And, you understand why it happens. It's the way the game is. But as a viewer, I know sitting at home, I thought, I don't need to see this.
Yeah, I tend to agree with that. I was the same way. You're watching the game at home. That didn't make a difference for me because of the nature of what happened. But I do think, again, the players on the ice, they know the temperature. And if they want to handle it that way, it's still within the rules, right? I mean, fighting is still part of hockey. They're not going to throw you out of the game. They're going to give a 5-minute penalty each, and that's going to be the way it works. So if the player's in that circumstance, they're in that 200 by 85, they think that's the best way to handle it. I'm not going to sit here and second-guess them. So there it is.
All right. I think he did, because I think everyone's been calling the Leafs soft for far too long.
You make a good point.
So I think that
you get it. Can you get all the way in there?
It's honestly, I'm struggling here. I actually can't get it.
Ow, it's hot.
The pot is too big. You do the honors.
It's hot. No.
My point is, everyone's calling the Leafs soft. If they don't stand up for their teammate there, everyone's going crazy about the Leafs still being soft. Go ahead.
Nathan Mackinnon has proved he is the best player in the NHL right now.
Mike Kelly.
No, I'm going to read you something here. I'm going to read you a little definition. I'll be quick.
Okay.
Recency bias is a cognitive bias that favors recent events over historic ones. Connor McDavid scored 105 points in 56 games. He'll put up 4 in his next game, and we'll be talking about McDavid again.
Each?
The best player in the NHL right now?
Right.
What does that have to do with recency bias? Of course, it's recency bias, Mike. It's right now.
Listen, take a look at my bracket for the NHL Bracket Challenge, and you'll see all kinds of recency bias based on my pick. All right.
I would just say this. I mean, it's a fun debate back and forth. I tend to agree with Mike as I've had more time to think about it over the last couple of years. But really, let's face it. McKinnon is blessed playing with some great, great players. McDavid doesn't have near that many to play with. So keep that in mind.
Listen, we're just all privileged to get to watch both of them
right.
night in and night out.